Hey everybody, welcome to Hope Something Sticks. I'm Burt.
This one's Matt.
I got some exciting news. I got my first COVID shot.
Oh, watch out. Stop the presses. Rattle the thing. Which one did you get?
It was either Pfizer or a polio shot. The guy said the labels fell off.
Excuse my cackling. What?
I'm kidding.
How do you know if it expired? Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot. It's a joke show, everybody. Joke show.
It's like, why would he even have the polio shot?
That's not what I'm joking about. I mean, did the label act?
No, the label didn't fall off.
Does he know that it expired? Did he just inject you full of a bunch of worthless crap? Shit's got to be cold.
Yeah, it was the Pfizer vaccine. So, got injected with science.
All right then, tax free.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty weird. So Arizona opened things up for all adults in the three most populated counties last Wednesday. And so they said, like Wednesday at 8:00, and so I went on the website like a little bit before 7, and there was like already like a thing there that it looked like it was already out of appointments. It was so they have it by like location, and this was the the Cardinals Stadium in Glensdale. So that was all gone, but I like kept checking, and then another one popped up. It was called a pod, which is like it's kind of like a drive-through deal, and I scored like one that was like in less than 2 hours of me making the appointment.
Nice cancellation action.
No, I mean it was just a new thing that popped up, so it was like. Okay, there was that one, and then another one popped up with all the appointments there. But people were like getting them, like so. I like first I selected like the first one, and it's like, oh, no more appointments here. It's like shit. So I went down the list, and it showed like how many appointments were left for each time slot. So I just picked like the earliest / most populated one.
Yeah.
And then that worked.
Gotcha.
So. And but when I went there, it was like out of a zombie movie, like right before the zombies take over.
Right. Yeah.
Because everyone's wearing masks. There's like there must have been like 100 people working there.
Government checkpoints, military directing traffic.
Yeah, there's like cops. There's the National Guard was there.
Sure.
Fire department.
Line up behind the flaming barrels. I get it.
Yeah. So. I was wondering, what happens to someone who makes an appointment at that place but doesn't have a car? Do you just like walk in between the?
Are you allowed?
I don't know. I had a car.
I'm not sure if you're allowed. Like CVS doesn't even let you make an appointment unless you can drive, which is stupid because their appointment thing happens in a pod outside the store in a makeshift thing. At least that's the place the one I went to when I got tested.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, they didn't like ask me if I had a car or like made that like a requirement.
So that's cool. So so you said the eligibility out in Arizona just totally opened up.
Yes. Yeah. From 16 up.
Wow. In Illinois, they still haven't opened up the eligibility past what they call 1B plus.
Yeah, that's what we were at.
It's like, and there's like scandal after scandal of doses going to people that are not eligible at all. A hospital executive just resigned because it was found out that this hospital was giving away doses at a made up program at Trump Tower.
Nice.
Yeah. Not only that, but he also immunized everybody at his church, like 18 miles away, nowhere near the community. that hospital's in, 200 plus people he gave doses to at that church. And then he bragged about it in the hospital newsletter. Like, dude, did you think that they're like claiming, oh, well, we had approval from the city health department. City's going, Just nobody's got any proof that they didn't get approval. So.
Well, isn't that the thing about approval? Like, it's like you have, when you get the approval, there's, that's the proof. If there's no evidence of approval, then
I don't know. It's all total
horseshit. Where's the email, asshole?
This is the joke of it. This is the joke of it in Illinois. They never checked me for my eligibility. I'm in manufacturing, but they never checked me. They never asked for anything. They made me sign a thing and say, oh, okay, what's your eligibility? And then you just put a check mark next to it. The lady at the pharmacy didn't give a shit. And a friend of mine, he went and got an appointment just on a lark to see if it would work. Of course he got the appointment, and they never checked anything for him either, and he's not even eligible. So.
That's weird. Huh. You think they, asked for, a pay stub or something from a company? Yeah.
You know what I think? I think they should have just given it to everybody.
Yeah. Should have.
Hey, come and get it, boys. Just whoever can run the fastest gets it. That's it. That's the fairest system.
Yeah. No. So they asked me, have you been sick? Have you gotten any other vaccinations? Are you allergic to things in general? But
perhaps experimental things.
Yeah. So they had this whole set of questions, and they asked me it at 3 different stations. The exact same questions.
What? Okay.
Yeah, 3 different people asked me that. It's like, okay, good. Okay, drive up to that tent. It's like, hey, no. Okay, go to that tent. Hey, no. Okay, go to that tent. No. Okay, here's the shot.
Wow.
One thing they didn't ask for my ID.
That's awesome.
Which they said, in the appointments, make sure you have your ID. I guess they assumed, well, he's driving, so he has to be at least 16, right?
Oh my gosh. Wow. That is some outstanding grade A government bullshit right there. If it's worth doing 3 times and incorrectly.
Yeah. What they will say, everyone was really nice there.
Yeah, the government workers.
Yeah.
They're liable.
Well, I guess they technically were. So there's a whole bunch of ASU logos. So I'm assuming most of the people who weren't cops or firemen or National Guard worked for ASU.
Ah, interesting.
Maybe some of them were ASU med students or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was in a good mood. Fuck yeah! I thought I had to wait till May because originally they a few weeks ago they said, okay, we're going to have the 35 to 55-year-olds be able to get the shot in April, and then everyone younger than that will get the shots. Can get the shots starting May 1st. And then the governor of Arizona, Ducey, was like, you know what? Fuck that. Everyone can get the shot starting 4 days from now.
That's great. Love it. That governor at least has their head not completely wedged up their ass. Look at this dumb shit. Nobody's checking the eligibility anyway. Just let them go.
Yeah, well, they said they were looking at how much of the vaccine they were going to have and how much demand there was. It's yeah, we could just open it up to everyone. It'd be cool.
Tight.
Yeah. So that was pretty tight. And I made sure to get the first appointment I could before they decided, you know what? No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, because you know what?
Too late, assholes.
Yeah, now the Suez Canal is all blocked up, and with our luck, it's probably loaded with nothing but vaccine. And it was headed straight for Arizona. Gonna airlift that whole boat over. That situation is just hilarious to me.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked, especially considering how important that canal is.
Oh my god, that is just some funny ass shit. Hey Jimmy, did you remember to flip the switch on the beep, 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 I'm gonna take it you forgot to flip the switch to not drain the power while we're in the canal. Yeah, I got distracted. You were looking at your GameStop again, weren't you, Jimmy? Yeah. Yeah.
Just keeps going up.
It just keeps going up. I had to get in. You're overworking me. The power goes out in a ship in the canal. What are the odds?
And then it happens to go completely sideways.
Of course it does. There's no power. All right, Jesus, take the wheel. It's like, you think they might have radioed that in? Oh wait, there's no power. What are they supposed to do? Yell it out the side of the ship? This is one of the biggest container ships in the world. The thing's 220,000 tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it running into a bank is going to be a problem. And it's low tide.
Yeah. It's funny, like, I was reading an article on it, and some expert said, well, they can either do it the smart way or the stupid way. And if they did it the smart way, it would already be done, so... It would have taken 2 days if it was done the smart way.
What do you mean the smart way? What are you talking about?
It didn't elaborate. It said there's a smart way to do it and a dumb way to do it.
Oh, yeah, I know the smart way. I'm not going to tell you, though. What, tugboats? Okay, smart guy.
Apparently not, because that's what they're doing.
The fucking thing is only 200...
More tugboats!
The canal is only 200 meters wide right there. And, oh yeah, by the way, there's other boats in line. Kind of clogging up the way. You know, they're gumming up the works here. 12 days. 12 days, I read, is what it takes, is the alternative. The Suez Canal chops 12 days off the route of going all the way around the Horn of Africa. Or the Cape, rather.
I mean, I guess they might as fucking well.
What do you mean they might as fucking well? It's only been 4. They gotta cut their losses now. If they cut their losses now, that means they're adding an extra 4 on top of it. So this is like a GameStop/boat situation. Do you go... Right now is the time to make the decision. Do you steam ahead and waste all that fuel to get these fake plastic dog shit molds all the way to Macau, or whatever the fuck it is you're transporting? I don't know.
That's exactly what I do.
Steam it ahead, boys. They need these dumbass toys.
It's like they say 12 days. 2 months later.
Oh man, yeah, they run out of steam and angle.
No, it's really stuck in there.
Oh no, well by the end of that's the thing. By the end of the month, it'll be high tide, which will help lift that thing out of the muck. I saw a nice picture. That thing is wedged in there.
Yeah. Good
luck getting that out of there. I mean, seriously, that's gonna really... China already added, on a professional note, seeing as how I'm in manufacturing, China added 8 weeks, just blanket, on top of everything that we order from them. We don't order a whole hell of a lot, because American manufacturing it's all here. Just kidding. Yeah, good luck. Good luck getting a stepper drive from America. Okay. Yeah, 8 weeks, 2 months, flat. So, stock market's not going to be going burr very much longer.
No, except for GameStop.
Well, yeah, GameStop. I don't know. It's all completely artificial anyway. That's why I am so heavy into it. It's not even funny. My average price is 174. So when it bounced back up today, I was very happy. I was kind of shitting myself yesterday because it dropped all the way back down to 120. At which point I bought more, of course, because I'm a pretty big dumb ape over here.
Maybe it'll work out.
It better. Oh, it better.
So did you catch any of Biden's first press conference?
I heard he got some softball questions from some snowflakes. No, I didn't. I read some headlines. Only Fox News is covering whether or not he had a press conference. That's news to them.
No. There's a lot about it in the Washington Post too.
I don't like supporting Jeff Bezos in any fashion. What happened? Did he fall down again?
No.
Nice job. Stuck the landing.
Yeah, I think he did a pretty decent job. He didn't get any questions on the pandemic. It was pretty much all stuff that's going on at the border.
Amazing. So is he going to undo the Obama cages, or give?
Yeah, he says next month, sometime next month, they're gonna have beds instead of cages.
Oh, that's nice. Beds inside of cages, bed cages. Did he clarify?
He didn't elaborate that much, but he said it's gonna get a whole lot better soon.
Oh, that's good.
So don't worry about it.
Appreciate it. Wow. What a shit show.
And he said that he's planning on pulling out of Afghanistan before the end of the year.
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty easy. Hey, we're going.
Yeah, we've only been saying that since, let's see, Obama.
Just use the Clinton handbook. So don't go in. Just if they start talking shit, just bomb the fuck out of them. And that's it. Just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's way cheaper.
Yeah. Black Hawk Down, no thanks. Version 2.0, I don't think we're doing that.
No. It's gonna be a long fucking time before we go anywhere.
Yeah, this has been the 20-year version of Black Hawk Down. 20 years of Black Hawk Down, Morty. So what did we learn from Afghanistan? Afghanistan wins. They win every time.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
There is winning, just not in the way that we were going about it. / it was already too late after the first time we were in Afghanistan.
Yeah, just to come.
All right, well, we're going to leave you with all these weapons and religious zealots. Have fun.
I suppose it was only a matter of time. It's Russia's fault.
Yeah.
They like taking the blame. I think they like being the bad guy. They miss it.
I mean, they were the first ones in Afghanistan, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Everybody's paying attention to the pandemic, not paying attention to them, so they get into a little, let's start a little oil war with Iran. Really? Well, still not paying attention to us, huh? How about a little cyber warfare?
Notice us, damn you! That's what this all is.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin has daddy issues.
I buy it. Yeah, sure.
No, daddy never hugged me.
That's about right.
So, the only other thing they were talking about was asking about if he's going to run in 2024. He's basically like, yeah, probably. And
who? Vladimir Putin? He doesn't have to run.
No, Biden.
Oh.
I mean,
they asked him if he's going to run for re-election 3 months into his term.
Yeah. Well, so they said it's like, your predecessor already had his campaign going at this point in his presidency, and
I see.
that is pretty great. Biden was like, my predecessor. I miss that guy. Anyway.
I'm still not entirely.
Just laughing at the thought of Trump.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
That's like one of those. It's like one of those cry laughs. It sounds like. Okay, that happened. Some fun little bit of Americana there for everybody. He only, stoked an insurrection at a ceremonial vote count.
Yeah.
Yikes. Are we past it? Are we already at the point of healing where it's funny now?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Would be really hilarious if on Fox News, like all the Trump people are like hinting, like, ooh, he's gonna have his own social network soon, so keep an eye out.
So you can get direct contact and direct content from the leader. Yay! About time.
Yeah, there's nothing I want, not, like, seriously, nothing I want more than him to try to do that, and then 99% chance he totally buttfucks it. Every other venture he's had, it's just gonna be fucking terrible, and he's gonna look like a total asshole.
The only thing he was able to ever accomplish was being a TV personality, which he had 20 years of practice at it, so he just slid right into The Apprentice. That was it. Hey, it was an entertaining show. I'll give him that.
Never watched it.
Caught a handful of episodes. That was very exciting stuff. When he was building Trump Tower, which nobody wants to admit looks good in Chicago. It's got his fucking name all over it, but other than that, architects did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah.
And now people can't even sell their condos there. They are trying so hard. Discounts in Chicago.
The only other political thing that I had was Israel had its 4th election in 2 years.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And it's looking like there's going to be a 5th one.
Was that just because he didn't get a majority, Netanyahu?
Yeah, technically nobody gets a majority, but the people who are willing to create a coalition with him, it doesn't add up to 61 seats, which you need. It's 120 seat parliament.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Has he tried being a little bit less of a dick?
I think he kind of tried.
Ooh, weird. That's gonna hurt the base.
Yeah, maybe it did. He's like, no, actually, Arabs don't suck.
Man, let me tell you something about bipartisanship. It never pays off. Even Obama said that in his book. when I was reading that, I was like, oh wow, ouch. So what does that word even fucking mean? Well, I guess in Israel they have a little bit more than just 2 parties, right?
They have a lot more than just 2 parties.
Right, yeah, so you gotta really try. So it's more like...
I think there's 2 fuck Netanyahu parties.
Really? I know there's Likud, and then... Alright, so what, the Likud is split?
No, so Likud is Netanyahu's party.
Right.
Then there's the Blue and White Party, which was created to beat him, which didn't quite work out. They ended up joining his coalition.
Awesome.
And then I think second place was also kind of split off from Likud, but it had like the same basic type of people politically, like kind of center right people.
Okay.
That's kind of like the biggest demographic in Israel, center right. I guess, but for most, as far as the spectrum of Israel goes. Then you have your religious parties, which there's a few of them. Then there's the religious Zionist parties, which are they're religious, but they also believe in being part of the Israeli society and not just mooching off welfare and not joining the army and shit.
Right, that's your Orthodox.
Yeah, so it's mostly the Hasidic Jews that don't do anything except read the Torah and discuss it over lox and bagels.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Yeah, for them. So
now pay for it.
Yeah, pay to pray. So there's this thing in Israel where Israel basically pays you for studying Torah, and it was kind of just meant for like rabbis or whatever.
Sure.
But basically, I think every Hasidic Jew in Israel does it, so
loophole.
So they don't work really, and they just study Torah, and so because that's technically like the ultimate is if you can just study Torah, then that's what you do. So that's what they do.
Wow.
And they just have kids eat and study scriptures.
Man.
On the government's time. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet deal for them.
You know it.
And yeah, I mean, they're also like, they don't have any secular education. So they're also pretty stupid.
So just studying Torah with no context in the modern world. So if you need it, you got a Torah trivia question. That's what you're asking.
That's your guy, yeah.
Okay, got it. And nothing else.
Yeah, they're kind of yeah. So anyway, I think there's like 2 separate parties of those kind of people. 2 or 3.
Wow,
there's a lot of parties.
Even they couldn't agree.
Dude, these are Jews,
Like, are we taking too much from the government? We're not taking enough from the government. Discuss. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. So in 2 years, we'll see you again, Benny. Or is it? What's his nickname?
BB.
There it is. I knew it. I knew I wasn't gonna get that right.
Yep. So, if that.
Didn't his wife steal those coats or some shit?
Yeah.
And she did get convicted for that, right? Or he got convicted for it? It was like some kind of it was like a bribe.
Yeah, I don't know how that went. If maybe they settled or... Well, yeah, it's not really a settlement thing.
Settled? Yeah. Listen. I'll give you half the price of the coats back. What are you talking about, BB? You gotta give me all the money back, and you have to resign. Let me tell you what's not gonna happen.
That ever.
You've just described exactly not. We both got to win on this.
No, we're just gonna have elections every year, and I'm gonna be prime minister during all the in between the elections until I die in 40 years.
Amazing. Yeah, he isn't that. He's
really,
not
that old. No,
yeah,
I think he's like late 50s.
Yeah, that's right.
Something like that.
Oh,
he's not that old. Yeah.
I'm gonna be dealing with this for a while. All right.
Probably. Well,
how is there no one better? Got a guy whose wife takes bribes in the form of coats.
So the thing about Netanyahu is, think of Trump and everything Trump thinks that he is, and then make that an actual person and an Israeli. And that's pretty much... Netanyahu's actually, like, good at his job. He is actually surprisingly good at foreign relations. He's really good at building an economy, building up an economy. I mean, Israel economically is doing great, and it has been doing great for a really long time. Even despite the pandemic, it's doing good.
Okay.
They're constantly making, like, you know, deals with other countries. Like, you know, more and more countries are, like, buying Israeli weapons and cybersecurity software, and, you know, and now, you know, he's the prime minister during, you know, these normalization of all these other Arab countries, which is going to have a whole bunch of shit ton of more trade, and probably, you know, tourism. So got a whole bunch of people from the UAE probably want to spend some fun bucks in the Holy Land. It's holy for them too, so yeah.
Gotcha.
So he's actually really good for the economy. The only thing that sucks is the housing market. But besides that,
they're building more soon.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of like, it's like, yeah, he's kind of a supreme dick, but things are going great.
Yeah, when things are going good, you know, you sort of just look the other way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's kind of why everything is happening the way it's happening. So yeah,
it's interesting that he doesn't have more support in that in the way you phrased it. I don't know enough about it, other than I read the thing about the coats. I've stated the extent of my knowledge of Israeli politics. I think we covered all of it.
Yeah, it's pretty messy, but
let's talk about how much money I could have made in the stock market if I had invested in Apple back in 2005. Back in 2000, yeah, exactly, yeah. Annualized return. I found this thing called the ticker time machine, and you can type in the stock name.
Oh God, you're gonna drive yourself crazy doing that.
I know. I had to stop after like 2 or 3 of them. It's pretty interesting, though. You type in the name of the stock, you type in the price, you type in the date that you would have started investing, and the $500 that I started investing with back in 2005 would have turned into about $46,000 by today if I had just kept it in Apple stock. Fun stuff, huh?
Too much fun.
Ugh, God. It's all good. They invest in Zhanjiang, so who needs that on their conscience, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do, with 46,000 fun bucks. Enslave all the peoples of the world. I need digital currency.
See this red number? I like it to be black.
Green. Gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah.
So is that everything on your list? You had a list.
No, that's all the political stuff on my list.
Oh, sweet. Well, at least we can put that and file that away.
Yeah, actually it's not, but let's get away from political stuff.
You can keep going. I'm safe.
I mean, I had one more thing.
Let it out.
The Georgia we don't want you to vote bill passed.
Oh yeah, partisan lines, sure, why not?
Yeah.
They lost, and now they don't want to lose again, so they need to rig the system.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion the Democrats do the same thing, just not in that direction.
Well, yeah, they do it in the opposite direction.
Right, because it, you know, perversely benefits them. Why is everybody voting for them? What, everybody like them or some shit?
Yeah. No. But, yeah. But, yeah, the only thing I had to say about that is the governor of Georgia has played the whole thing pretty smart, and not just kowtowing the Trump. It's like, listen, asshole, okay? You know how many decades of experience we have at this? It's like, okay, you fucking lost, but I'm not gonna fucking take a bullet for you, dickhead. That's not even gonna work anyway. I'm just gonna make it so that we just, turn the gears, make it harder for them to win, so that I stay in office forever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So eat my ass. Be sure to lick your boots in 4 years anyway. So.
Yeah, he's a dirty piece of shit.
Yeah, he's just a smart, dirty piece of shit.
Of course, yeah. He was a supervisor of elections at one point. So he was overseeing his own election at one point. And there was no conflict of interest, apparently. And it was close. And they're doing it, so he has to do an audit of himself. Wow. Dirty shit going on down south.
Yeah.
Well, dirty south. There's a pun there somewhere. Sorry, I missed the opportunity.
It's alright.
We should run away from this quickly so nobody notices.
Sure. Alright, so that's all the political stuff I had. So besides that, finally making plans for traveling. Well, we're definitely going to go to Florida, I think early June. Sharon's got a guest rotation in Tampa, so gotta both go down for the weekend, and then she's gonna stay there for a month.
Wow, cool. All right, that's exciting.
Yeah. So, I was thinking what else to do. Because I could go to New York, visit Avi. Go to Chicago, visit you. Avi was talking about coming down to Florida again. He really, really wants to see the new Star Wars section of Disney World.
Okay.
He just mentioned that, like when I was talking to him last night.
Like just out of the blue, or just like completely veered the conversation towards it. I need to see this. Okay.
Well, we were talking.
Avi. I'm not gonna back down from this. Okay. What? just hasn't even talked about the subject. Just bursts into the conversation like the Kool-Aid man.
No, I was talking to him about, vacation plans, and so he threw that in.
All right.
That was out of nowhere, so maybe.
It's a little bit out of nowhere, but whatever. I fucking hate Disney. I never liked it as a kid. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I've been 80 years old my entire life. I don't get it. I standing in line for 2 hours for an 8-minute ride. 8 minutes, give me a fucking break. Like a 3-minute ride. I mean, they're fucking cool and shit, but you were spending 90% of your time either sweating your nuts off or waiting in line.
See, that's why you throw in an extra $100 to get the fast pass.
Okay, so you're only spending 45 minutes in line.
No, I think it is actually significantly quicker if you have the fast pass
deluxe
wristwatch things. Yeah.
Oh, you need the fast pass deluxe package thing.
The rich person package,
where you get to throw Mickey-shaped pancakes at the people waiting in line. To hose them down with sticky syrup so they move even slower. I can't wait for that sadistic Disneyland. Oh man, when is this dystopian future getting here?
You better hurry up and get rich, Matt.
I'm trying.
You don't want to be on that side of it.
I'm trying, Burt. I'm trying. I'm like I'm crawling up the pit. All right.
Yeah.
It's so slippery. I was expecting to find some kind of purchase somewhere, but GameStop. God damn it. It's this close to making money. This close.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So you're thinking about coming over to Chicago? June? June, you say?
I mean, maybe. Sharon definitely seemed keen on that idea to at some point going to Chicago. Maybe not in June.
Okay.
Maybe later on. But that's the thing. It's like, so there's that. And then maybe, going to Chicago, maybe going to New York. But there's also my cousin's wedding, September. I don't think it conflicts with the Alabama game. I think it might be like the weekend, like right after that, so like flying to Gainesville, and then flying back home, and then flying to Boise.
Boise, Idaho, really?
Yeah, they're having a destination wedding in. It's not in Boise; it's some small town. That's just the closest airport.
Wow.
It's like a rich person. It's like a rich person's small town, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, I imagine it's in the mountains or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. It seemed nice from the picture I saw.
Snake River action.
Maybe, but
all right, cool. I think that's where Aaron Paul is actually from. Maybe not
Boise.
Maybe not Boise specifically, but I think he's from Idaho, and I saw his house, and it's just.
I'm sure it's fucking huge.
Absolutely gorgeous. Just like, holy. I normally I don't go over rich people's bullshit. Like, ooh, look what I spent my money on, because they don't have any taste usually. Dude, his house is tight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's got a thing going on. He's got this massive fireplace. Where the hell did I see that? Probably, I don't know, like Architectural Digest or something. I don't know. Something on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous. Who the hell else is near Idaho? Diver Dave's out in Idaho. Or at least Washington. That touches Idaho. That touches Idaho.
Okay.
I don't think you're anywhere near that. Isn't Boise near southern Idaho?
I think so.
Yeah, nothing's up there. What am I talking about?
Nothing but potato farms.
I don't know how far up the potato farms go.
I think they go up that high, because I was... Actually, did I pass through Idaho? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I passed through the northern part of Idaho on the train from back... Did I go back and forth? I don't think so. I think I just took it one way. We went from Seattle to Montana.
Cool.
To Glacier National Park.
Damn.
Yep, a lot of potatoes and soybeans, like a shit ton of soybeans.
Yeah, that is the number one, or it's probably the number 2 crop in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You got corn, and then you got the soy.
Yep. Yeah, I think there was some corn there. Was there? I don't know. It was a while back. It was probably so I did that right before I flew to Chicago, and then we went to it was Lollapalooza.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I just kind of added on to the vacation from there, and then it just happened to be during Lollapalooza, which is pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah,
we just happened to go on the day that Paul McCartney was playing.
Right, yeah, and the Alabama Shakes opened up.
And the Alabama Shakes, yeah.
I don't remember any of it.
And they played together.
Right. I also don't remember that. Got a little shit-faced.
It was awesome.
Drank a bunch of warm wine. Got blacked out, drunk, puked on my shirt.
You actually didn't. You puked on the ground, and then you took off the shirt because you were embarrassed, and then you covered the puke with your shirt.
Ah, the old shame puke.
Yep.
doesn't make any sense.
Nope, but that's what you did.
Everybody was cool about it, though. They all just sort of let me sit there, moaning to myself.
Yeah, I mean, they vastly preferred that to you swinging around like in the mass of people.
Yes, this I was done by that point. I think you have a very nice picture.
Yeah.
I think I remember the picture, but very shortly after, there is nothing. It's not my fault. I was offered bows, and I drank them. I was feeling it. I'm invincible. That's how that ended. I did get to see the end of the show, so there was that.
Yeah.
I missed the entire Alabama Shakes. It's too bad. Because in recent memory, I mean, that was... of all the Lollapalooza performances, that's easily one of the top ones in the last 5 years. That combo was like, yeah, the timing of that. Good luck. The last few headliners have just totally sucked. I think Metallica showed up one year. Okay, cool. Riot Fest is always a better time.
Mm.
Or even Pitchfork.
I'll never forget this one E3 that I watched. It was when they were starting getting some serious diminishing returns on like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, but they were still pushing forward with it. It's like, all right, and our next Guitar Hero is Metallica. Hold for applause. No applause came.
Yeah,
that was the funniest thing.
Nobody has forgiven them for what they did to Napster, or at least what they tried to do to the whole quote-unquote stealing music thing. And now streaming music is just that's it. That's where everything went. Oh yeah, I pay a subscription and I get all the music I want for pennies. Pennies, Lars. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else you got on the list?
So besides all the stuff I was talking about, we started playing Ghost of Tsushima again, which is pretty fun, and you could play it if you wanted to. It's on the PS4.
Oh, did you already put it on this one?
Yeah.
Try to fit that into my busy schedule of eating and then passing out.
Yeah.
It's pretty time consuming, let me tell you. Cooking takes up all of my time.
So you haven't played any more Last of Us 2?
No, we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but wow. It's like comes back to me having played it before, and I like kind of like seize up, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Like I don't know if I can go through this again. It's like it's an emotional investment. I'm like, this is a video game, goddamn! It's supposed to be enjoyable. I remembered it as this thing that was a really good story, but holy shit, it was. I didn't realize how draining it was.
Yeah.
So it's an investment that I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I think maybe just my setup is not optimal. Before it was always easy to just, sink into the couch and turn the machine on and get crack-a-lackin'. Now, my TV and my chair set up, I wouldn't call it the best. So, I think that might be playing into it a little bit. Plus, you said it was really fucking long.
So fucking long.
What kind of time commitment are we talking? 40, 50 hours? 70 hours? 80 hours?
I don't even know. It's
8 straight weeks.
It's really fucking long.
Crisscross the country.
And then it's just, like, and I told you, like, when it's like, it seems like it's over, but then it's like the halfway point, and you just go, God fucking damn.
Well, you suffered through it, so I guess I should try and suffer through it.
Yeah.
Well, what's Tsushima about?
So, it's pretty cool. So you play this samurai during the first Mongol invasion of Japan. But for historical reference, this happened, but the reason why it didn't work was because I think the Mongol fleet got destroyed in a typhoon. But in this story, instead, it gets destroyed by a single samurai who's really, really good at killing people.
Got that right.
So yeah, you play this guy named Jin Sakai, and basically the story is, he's a samurai, which are, it's basically the nobility in Japan at the time. It was during the time of Shogun, and there's a very strict moral code that the samurai adhere to, and the Mongolian leader. He studied all of Japan and the samurai and their code of ethics, and basically he's using that against them. And they pretty much all the samurai on the island get slaughtered.
Whoa.
And yeah, so the head samurai, which is also your uncle, both survive, and so you're trying to get rid of the Mongolians from your land by using more and more dishonorable tactics, and there's a bunch of side stories going on with people that you interact with, and the combat is pretty good.
Oh, so is this kind of like a Skyrim type game? It's like open world?
Yeah, it's open world, but it's a lot more focused than Skyrim.
That's good. I need guardrails. Skyrim has
Yeah.
proven that I cannot be trusted to go off on my own.
So yeah, so
I do whatever I want.
Yeah, so I did everything, and it took a decent amount of time, but it wasn't I was able to finish in a reasonable amount of time. It was not. It's not like you are never done ever.
Okay, so the scale goes Ghosts of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, and then Skyrim is the end, which is it never ends. It's not a game. It's really just sort of life.
Yeah.
Eventually just running around as a werewolf picking potatoes.
Yeah. So you can. It depends on how much of a completionist you are, how long it takes. So, there's side missions and main missions, but if you pretty much just stick to that for the most part, not too bad. But there's a whole bunch of little things you can chase around foxes that take you to Shinto shrines that upgrade your stuff to a point. But after so many worshipping at Shinto shrines, you stop upgrading your stuff and you start just getting headbands. You could also write haikus, but that only gets you headbands.
You just have you wear all of them at the same time? I don't get it.
No, I mean you select which one you want to wear at any one time. But there's other things that improve your stats. There's this mini game where you slice through these bamboo shoots or sticks by it's you have to press all these buttons in this order really quickly, and there's also, there's also things that'll just level you up, like, there's like Mongol holds and territories that you liberate, and then you get stuff that you can use to upgrade your armor and weapons. And you also level up, and then you get when you level up, you get you can learn like new moves to fight better and stuff. So depending on how much you want to invest into that is very dependent on how long you actually play the game. If you just kind of do enough to not suck on those sides, by doing that side stuff, and don't go too much into the things that just get you headbands. it doesn't take too long.
Okay. What is the most amount of headbands that you can secure?
There's so fucking many. I don't know.
What, like different patterns and colors?
Yeah.
Wow. So it just
some of them have like metal in the middle. Some of them don't.
Wow.
One is like this one. It was this white one with a Japanese word on it with like blood splatters and shit. There's a lot to choose from. Okay, how many? Looking this up. Headbands.
Show me unlimited.
Are in Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, it's not too bad, but it takes a while to collect them all. So there's 41 headbands.
Oh, alright. I was thinking like hundreds.
No,
You think about all the different pattern combos. And these do nothing, to reiterate. This is all just completely just...
Those are completely aesthetic, yeah.
Dress up the avatar. Got it. Everyone's favorite part of the game. Arguably the thing it takes the longest amount of time.
Yeah. You also collect flowers to be able to create dyes to dye your armor different colors.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's a lot of that.
Not now! I gotta pick flowers! 3 hours later. It's the wrong color.
So I'm basically just doing that because I'm waiting for 2 games to come out on Tuesday. Well, 1 game and 1 expansion. So there's this game, Evil Genius 2, which looks pretty cool. It's on the PC. And basically it's a kind of a base building game where you're basically like a James Bond villain, building up your base and your criminal network to try to take over the world, and then like enemy spies try to fuck with you, like James Bond types.
Okay. Yep.
So
I like how James Bond is considered a spy. He's an assassin.
Yeah.
He's a government-sanctioned assassin.
Yeah. Not too much spying going on. So there's 4 different evil geniuses you can be.
So you're ultimately trying to... Well, I guess every evil genius has their own ulterior motive.
So each one of them, I guess, goes about their plans in a different way. So there's the business evil genius. There's the technological evil genius. There's the the political evil genius, who's basically just some Soviet general or whatever. And then there's Hillary Clinton.
What? Hillary Clinton, evil genius, and she's not the political one.
No, well, so
that's funny.
So it's they don't say that she's Hillary Clinton, but she looks a lot like Hillary Clinton. So that one is a former spy master, evil genius.
And what's she trying to accomplish?
I don't know. Trying to not research everything about the game so that
Oh, okay, got it.
there's actually things that I will find out playing the game.
Right.
But
right. Stay tuned.
But yeah, it looks fun. So there's that, and this game I play, Hearthstone, is having this major expansion / shake up. That looks pretty cool.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, so it's made by Blizzard, and it's kind of it's an online trading card game in a kind of similar vein as Magic the Gathering. But if you didn't want to dump a whole bunch of money onto playing cards, and also didn't want to just go to comic book shops to to play it and actually just be able to play it at home, it's pretty good. So if either you or someone listening would ever have the inkling to try it out after the 30th, or like the afternoon of the 30th would be a good time to start up
and get addicted.
Oh yeah.
To Hearthstone.
Hearthstone, yeah.
Hearth.
Yeah.
Hearth?
Yeah, Hearth.
Is that Harth?
No, it's Hearth.
Okay, whatever.
It's pronounced Hearthstone.
Yeah, okay. Well, we can argue over that one for an hour.
We've already argued over the pronunciation of Hearth.
I mean, it's fucking Hearth.
It's not Hearth. It's totally Hearth.
Okay, whatever. Must be the Arizona pronunciation or some shit.
Oh, that's the everyone pronunciation.
Why is the 30th the date?
Why?
You said get in after the 30th. Is it on sale? Does a bunch of 13-year-olds rage quit or something? I don't.
Okay, so in Hearthstone, you have different sets of cards that you can play with that are in the what's called the standard format. So you have what's called the basic set, which is what everyone gets the basic set. Then there's the classic set, which is like the first set that they had. So those have always been in play, and then they have 3 sets per year, and after 2 years, a set goes out of the standard format. So this is kind of like the new year for Hearthstone. So there's 3 sets that are leaving. So it'll have the least amount of cards in Hearthstone, at the start of the March 30th. Also, they're changing, so they're getting rid of the basic cards and the classic cards and making a core set that's going to change every year. And everybody gets all of those cards.
Oh, okay. So you get a little format change.
Yeah, so you have a format change. So also, another reason why to get in on that is no one is going to know what the fuck they're doing for a while, because everyone was used to using the classic and the basic cards. Mm-hmm. And this is like the biggest change up in Hearthstone history. So
shock the world. All right.
Yeah, pretty much. So
and this happens regularly. So all the knowledge you'll gain lasts a year.
2 years. So
all right.
Kind of. So.
And with that yawn, I think it's time to call it. This is the longest podcast we've ever had.
Yeah, we might want to cut off some of this Hearthstone talk.
Probably all of it. I'm kidding. Cut off whatever the hell you want. Whatever. You're the one with the scissors.
Yep.
Just. Oh, shit.
All right, everybody. So we'll be signing off. Remember, you can write us in at homestepping@gmail.com. And yeah, till later.
Absolutely.